Meghan Markle, once the darling of progressive circles and a symbol of modern royalty, finds herself entangled in a web of rebranding and public scrutiny. Her much-hyped lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, is reportedly undergoing a significant name change to As Ever, a move that has ignited a firestorm of speculation and criticism. Is this a strategic pivot, a calculated attempt to distance herself from a brand that failed to resonate, or a desperate act of damage control amidst mounting backlash? Kinsey Schofield, host of the To Die For podcast, certainly leans towards the latter, suggesting that the sudden shift is a clear indication that the initial branding fell flat, further fueling the narrative that Markle's post-royal ventures are riddled with missteps and miscalculations. Let's be brutally honest, the initial rollout of American Riviera Orchard was, to put it mildly, underwhelming. The name itself, a clunky amalgamation of American patriotism and a vague reference to the Californian coast, felt contrived and inauthentic. It smacked of trying too hard, a desperate attempt to create an aspirational image that simply didn't ring true. The logo, a stylized script that some likened to a hastily scribbled signature, lacked the polish and sophistication one would expect from a brand aiming for high-end status. The initial product offering, a jar of strawberry jam, while seemingly innocuous, was met with a collective shrug rather than the anticipated fanfare. It was a classic case of overpromising and underdelivering, a recurring theme in Markle's post-royal endeavors. The public, it seems, is growing weary of the carefully curated narratives and the constant attempts to portray a life of effortless elegance. The shift to As Ever, a phrase that feels both vague and oddly melancholic, suggests a retreat, a step back from the bold pronouncements that characterized the initial launch. It's as if the brand, and by extension, Markle herself, is attempting to fade into the background, to become a whisper rather than a shout. The timing of this rebranding is particularly telling. It coincides with a period of intense scrutiny of Markle's public image and her business ventures. The Spotify deal, once touted as a lucrative partnership, fizzled out amidst accusations of grifting and a lack of original content. The Netflix deal, while still ongoing, has yet to produce the promised blockbuster hits. The perception is growing that Markle's post-royal career is built on hype rather than substance, on celebrity cachet rather than genuine talent. The As Ever rebrand, therefore, can be interpreted as a tacit admission of failure, a recognition that the initial strategy was flawed. It's a move that suggests a lack of confidence, a sense of panic that the brand is spiraling out of control. The shift in name also leads to questions of the actual branding strategy. Was there one? Or was this a rushed project based on the name alone?